titties. I wanted to make a video, so look, it's so cute, it's so cute. At least I'm not making pauses for advertisements, right? It was cool. So, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first video. Can you notice? I'm not nervous. I'm excited. How's your first day at job? Well, do I want to be a watermelon? Do I want to be a kiwi? Who knows? Is this like a stable? Okay. We've entered the cave zone, right? So, I was gonna talk about K-dramas, right? Yeah. Why am I looking at this side? The camera is on this side. I'm not nervous. No, I'm very confident. It's just that there's a lot that I want to say. I'm like an anime with a bunch of fillers. Hello! Get cozy, get wrapped up. You can grab some snacks. I just did the Minecraft like thingy where you... Hey, I know what you're thinking. Hey, today I am gonna talk about K-dramas. Yes. Yes, this is fake blush because like I'm very lazy to put on makeup. I figured a freaking app can do it for me. So this is how K-dramas have... No, they haven't shaped me. Like I've only watched 3 of them. Hey, that's a really good review. You know, like just by watching 3 of them, and I'm like, oh no. I'm like. You're going to cry. Yes! I am as hard as a rock, even if I don't seem it, because I'm super fluffy and super soft and cozy. But I'm a hard rock, and I cry. In the formula of K-dramas, I think that this is like a strategy to keep you attached. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make you suffer on the first episode, like right off the bat, cry about some random strangers. They are fictional, by the way. So, that's what they do. So if you don't cry on the first episode, trust me, you'll cry eventually. On episode 16 or 26, which is the last one, because like most K-dramas have around 26 episodes. So, yeah, worthwhile. So, like, it's worth your tears, not like that guy. You know what I'm talking about. So, ignore his texts and go binge watch a K-drama. You're not gonna regret it. This will come off quite as a surprise if you're not familiar with K-dramas, unless you get accustomed to the formula, the structure that they use, really, and it becomes like the status quo, and you crave it because you're gonna start craving it. It can seem very silly at times. It is. The music, like the scenes, they all have some sort of playfulness to them, which is so cute. It's just so adorable, and it's so weird sometimes, but it doesn't leave you feeling like embarrassed for the actors, or it doesn't leave you feeling awkward about what's going on. It's exaggerated, the way they act, the way they do things, certain characters, especially if it's relief characters, and it's very goofy, like as like not realistic, but you take them seriously, you know what I mean? So it's gonna make you laugh, it's gonna make you be like, what? Because you haven't seen this, in Western films, but once you get accustomed, you'll be like, oh my gosh, like, you're gonna laugh with them instead of laughing at them. So about the villains, here's my part. Okay, so about the villains, no villain, at least from the series that I have watched, no villain is actually a villain. Like, yeah, the stuff they do is not correct, but the character development on them, like, not just development. It's not that they go from bad to good. No, not like that. It's more like you realize that they're human, and their motives were actually not bad. You end up wanting both the protagonist and the villain to thrive, like both of them. I say this in a workplace, in a competition, whatever the K-drama revolves around, like you're gonna want both of them to thrive. At least that's what happened to me when watching Startup, which is a very famous one. And I'm not saying that they're gonna put you a cheesy background to say, oh, but this is why she did this, and this is why he did this, and blah, blah, blah. No. This is not about a villain is just a hero whose story hasn't been told before. No, not at all. You're just gonna thrive for them because you're gonna see them for their ugly and for their good. I don't know how else to put it, okay? You have to watch to realize it, okay? This is the point of the video, that you watch K-dramas. Most series have like many songs. They don't repeat songs, but in K-dramas there's a lot of repetition, especially to create a mood. So every time there is like a cute scene between the two people that are involved romantically, the same song goes along. Or where there is a playful, goofy scene, the same silly song plays along. When there is suspense, the same song plays along. And well, for sadness, yeah, same thing. And the good thing about a limited soundtrack like that is that association. Like whenever you listen to it, aside of it, it makes you feel the things that the characters felt. It makes you go through it all over again. And I know that you can revive moments with any other song in any other series just like that. But the thing here is that you don't just revive a scene. As I said, it's repeated so many times that it just creates that mood within you. It's not even about the characters alone. It's about you, like your relationship with the song and what's going on between you and your environment around you. Does that make sense? Did you get lost? I mean, I'm supposed to be Little Red Riding Hood just in green because it's Christmas time, but like I'm not lost, so like you can't get lost either. Okay, so going back to the getting those bangs back to place. Maybe I should just cut them and not try to whoosh them. But as I was saying, one thing that got me right away that I hadn't seen in other series is how like it makes you aspire to be like the characters. And they're not supposed to be role models. Like it's not something like, for example, in Teen Wolf, a certain character was supposed to be the alpha male, for example. I don't remember the name, but he was supposed to act good and be good and blah 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 because he's the good guy, right? But over here it's not like that. First of all, most of the leads are females, and series make you aspire to be like the characters, like the main characters. Not by default, just because you're the main character, they act a certain way. No, it's not like that. I mean, for me, it's not like that. First of all, I hadn't seen female leads like the ones portrayed in K-dramas. Something within them that makes them so motivated to be better, to do better in every single aspect. Like when life throws them to the ground, they just, they cry. It's not like they have superpowers or anything. And even if they did, like their self, like the belief that they have in themselves, it is so contagious. The way that they strive to do the best and give the best in a competition area or not, it just makes you want to be amazing at your job. So inspiring, because I had never seen that before. That working culture or environment, you'll cry with them. None of those little cliche little talks with, I don't know, whoever figure that died and passed away. No, none of that. Like, they are there for themselves, on their own. I don't see how that's not inspiring and wants you to be the same way, do the same thing, even if you hate your job, even if life is against you. Like, they just go bam, 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 and it makes you want to go bam, 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 everything that hurts them and that hurts you. So it transcends from the K-drama to real life, and it's something applicable. There's also the structure, which I told you before that you were gonna get accustomed to. Well, this is another type of structure. What I'm trying to say here is that it has such creative way of storytelling. Like, for example, It's Okay Not to Be Okay. And I know that that's not the average, because obviously that's why it stood out. But I've seen other K-dramas that have also creative ways of telling a story. It treats mental illness in a fairy tale way, with metaphors, symbolism, and there's actual cartoon parts of the episodes that they show. They have actual cartoons that are like the characters, and it's like, whoa. Even the intros, they're like so creative. I watched Dodosolsolalasol, and it was like a cartoon, and it was like a pop-up book, like 3D, all that kind of stuff. It's so cute. It's so like the texture, the literal texture of the drawings was smooth, and it was bright, and yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but they have very, very distinctive way of telling their story. Fashion. Yeah. So, well, on this part, I don't know if it's because most of them are around winter time, but all of them have like very, very cozy, very, very baggy, very, very, very huge sweaters, and I love that. All of their clothing is so cute. I just want to have all of it. No, seriously, like, it's outstanding. Like, I don't know, at least for me, it's outstanding the kind of clothings that they wear on, because I hadn't seen that in another series. It's like they really focus on the visuals, and I really appreciate that. Whether it is sound effects, special effects, little skits, little drawings, everything. They just add so many pops of color, so many little details. I don't know, I'm doing like this, but yeah, it's the excitement. Like, I just want to have all of their clothing. But yeah, they're very, very cozy to watch, and very, very cozy to look at what they wear. So if you need some inspo on that, I think it's a good place to look for it. From the ones that I have watched, they're mostly on a hospital, on a little town. They're focused on elder people. Like, the leads are always adults. And if they're not, they always have some sort of relationship with a grandpa or a grandma. And there's always someone that's sick. Well, no, just kidding. I'm not going to generalize. From the ones that I have watched, the very few ones that I have watched, they have very affection-inducing settings. What I mean by this is, obviously in a hospital, what happens? People get sick, people get complicated, their conditions worsen, people care for each other. There's that relationship between a doctor and a patient, and patients between each other. Like, a focus on taking care of, protecting, of looking after people's health, and, well, depending on the whether it's mental health or physical health or just, friendship, and getting through in, let's say, the workplace, but it's always a place of community in the cutest way possible. Seriously, in the cutest way possible. That's what got me into wanting to have a team, wanting to work in an environment like that. It is a caring place. It is a hospitality environment. Whether it's about a little business, or it's about a little club, or a little something, it's always in a group, and it shows all of the bonding and relationships and hardships and struggles, and it's very, the settings, they're made for that. So yeah. Revolves on, which is my currently favorite. it revolves around, sorry if I look over here, I'm just, addressing the ghost behind you. I have to be kind to everyone, So, that one is about programming, developing algorithms, all that kind of stuff. And now I want to learn how to code, and I mean that. I told my mom I wanted to do marketing, but she didn't agree. But if it wasn't for her not agreeing, I would have done it. Why? Because of a character in a K-drama. Because the K-drama was about marketing, it was about publishing, it was about editing. It made me care about books. Like it gets you through the life of people who work on certain things that you didn't even think about. Like when I was little, I used to go to the library a lot, but I didn't know what a editing or publishing place looked like or was like, or what did they do with the books, or why they did what they did. And even though these are fictional characters, the way they cared for the books made me care about what they did and their job. And now that I go to a library, I just think about that anime, and I think about the people behind that you don't really think about. Or whenever I download an app, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all of the work, all of the things that they did to get here in real life. Or to be a doctor or a teacher, whatever it is that they portray, because since the episodes are very, very, very long, trust me, they get immersed on what they, on their surroundings, on the workplace, or the thing that they're doing in the anime. And whoa, sorry, K-drama. I am sorry. In that K-drama, and you're gonna love it just as much as they. Even if you don't work for a fictional place called Sandbox and you're not in that world. But yeah, yeah. Hey, I hope that you enjoyed. Yeah. I hope that you enjoyed, and that you want to watch the rest of my videos. It's a dark hole, you know, and I'm sorry, but okay, no, it's another type of dark hole, and it's one that makes me you see, it's a black hole. It swallowed my train of thought. That is a black hole. It literally took away my train of thought. No, what? No, that's not how it works. It's supposed to swallow it. Stupid.